I always take a minute to get things going. And let's see where else. Hello there. We are here live going about a treat for our chickens. They have their normal food, but we got treats for them when people come on. These are our ducks here. There's our chickens. We are here by live, and one of our treats that we feed them is this pasta with corn, beans, and hamburger meat. See how crazy they go for it? I don't feed this to ducks, I only feed this to chickens. These are things I do for my chickens to supplement their diet. And they really love it. This is like if you make a goulash and you boil all the water off of it, and then you add pinto beans, you turn out with the same thing. But that is what we have here today for them. And I do not feed it to my ducks, I only feed this to my chickens. Because if ducks, I really manage their diet's more stricter. But this meets the chicken's dietary requirements. This is a treat that I feed them. You use macaroni, hamburger meat, corn, and beans. You mix it together, and it's a nice little treat for them. Very high in protein. They love it. They're over there getting water, but they like it. I do not feed this to ducks. I only feed this to chickens. And they are here getting their macaroni, hamburger, corn treat. But that's what they're getting tonight. And it has tomato sauce in it too. So they're, like I say, they really like it. See, the rooster picks it up and drops it down because he's trying to get the hens to come and eat it. But she's more interested in this other piece of it. Connected. But yeah, this is just a little snack that they get. They get their normal food as well when I do this. But they really like it. This is a pasta. You just do elbow macaronis, cook them in a pot, put all your hamburger meat and stuff in it, and tomatoes, and they go for it. And they'll eat it as they want it. You see, they'll pick out the corn first. But these are our chickens. This is our rooster Whitey. He's getting him a piece after figuring out the hens aren't coming necessarily to him. Hey, Whitey, you're trying to be a gentleman, I know, but there's so much there that the girls just want to go for their own. You want to do it from the spoon? Yeah. That's pretty good. Sometimes he'll do it from the spoon, but not right now. And like I say, I always give them their regular food with this. This is just a treat that I give them. Last week, hello there, small bird. If I remember if I'm translating properly, but that's Spanish. These are our chickens. But yes, these are our chickens, and he's being a proper gentleman, letting his hens eat first and doing that little cooing call. Amethyst, do you want a piece? There you go. See that? That's our smallest chicken right there. I named him Amethyst. He's our smallest chicken, but like I say, this right here is like a pasta thing. You can give your chicken spaghetti if you want to as a little treat. Just give them their regular food in addition to it. Any left, you can't give them leftover bread, but the pasta they can eat, elbow macaroni they can eat, hamburger meat they can eat corn, and they just really, like I say, this is the stuff that I give them in the winter to supplement their diet. Hello there at a humble Muslim 3009. Hello there. We are live here feeding our chickens. This is what we supplement them through the winter to keep them laying eggs. And Pearl's already went to bed. But yeah, this is our flock. We give them a little bit of extra pasta and hamburger meat to keep their protein up. And they just love it. They love it. She's going over there getting water. Amethyst is looking at him. He wants him a hen, but he's a yard rooster. So he gets to get them from the yard roosters, not the in the cages. And this right here is a rare sight. We got our two, our adult male rooster and our cockerel right here beside each other. A cockerel is a male that hasn't matured yet. They won't be in there together much longer because as soon as Marshall here matures, him and Whitey's going to have to be separated. So, but we'll keep them in there together because this is our safest pen right now. I used to have some. Unfortunately, I have no spaces, so you had to sell them. That's a very common thing. I actually sold over 70% of my flock this past summer to cut down on it. But yeah, so that's a very common thing, but they're all going for the water. So you know what I'm saying. When they're young, when the roosters are young, the older roosters don't see them as a threat, but once they start getting older and he starts seeing them as a threat to his place of being the number one breeder for the hens, they'll start fighting, and then I'll have to move them out. But I already got 3 hens picked out for Marshall. You see all these brown hens here? They're all going with him. All those brown hens are going with that little brown rooster. So that's the way we're going to separate it by color. Yes, Whitey. 3 of the hens are going to go with him. So Marshall's going to have 3 hens for next season, assuming they make it all the way through winter and no predators come and get them. But yeah, so and Marshall hatched out on the yard, and we actually don't know what all he's mixed with. But we did have Rhode Island Reds on the yard, so I'm thinking he's mostly Rhode Island Red, judging by the way he looks. But he's coming to be a good rooster, but I'm really highly thinking he's mostly Rhode Island Red. He might have some game mixed in with him somewhere. This right here is our hen that got attacked, and she's doing pretty well. She reintegrated into this flock. How she survived the fox, I will never know. But this is Syrup. She got bit on her side, and she managed to survive. Only one of them we had to make it. And Rubietta over there flew out of the pen. That pen right there was broken into after 5 years of standing. A fox got into it. So that was just it. And we got 2 survivors from that flock. We lost 7 hens and 3 roosters from over there. But yeah, hey there, girl. That one's, I named her Molly, and that one right there, that welcome to the coop, is a gift that was sent to us this past weekend. But yeah, this is a dish that I just mix the leftovers together, whatever's good for the chickens, and I'll give it to them. And they love it. They love it, love it, love it. And it looks like some of them's already going to roost in here, but that's chickens for you. They have an order to them, and they know exactly where they're going to go. And we also have our ducks. I have my reason for not giving that mixture to the ducks, and the main reason is it's very high in protein and low in vitamin B. So it doesn't meet the ducks' nutrition requirements. But the feed that I get them does. That sky looks beautiful. But anytime we have a red sky here where we live at, that means it's going to get cold. Hey, Eleazar. I see you're looking at me. And Louise knocked over the cameras a few days ago. Yes, she did. She flew right into it. I'm going to get in here to my seat where we do the next part of our video, which is like a Q&A thing where we sit with the ducks. Hey, Jessie, you're already coming to me, I see. You want to eat out of my hand sometimes. Jessie? Oh, yes. Already biting my hand. Already biting me. Right, I'm going to throw some of your siblings right back there, Jessie. Eleazar. Okay, that works too. These are nice little ducks. Nice Muscovy ducks, yes. These are very nice ducks. Wait, we're going to have, yeah, Jesse's getting pretty big. He is. And our Muscovy ducks are growing out in their sizes, and you can really start seeing the differences in them. You can really start seeing the different, how they all look a little bit different, even though they look nearly the same. They all look a little bit different. What other farm animals do you have? Currently, chickens, ducks, and guinea fowl. That's currently what I have on the farm here. And I lost all but one of my guinea fowl, so I'll be trying to get some more this coming spring. That will be a priority in the buying thing. And then there's also the priority of breeding up this duck population. And also breeding up our chicken population, because We have 33 chickens total left. And we have a total of 15 ducks left. So a total of 48 birds is how many we have. But yeah, these are our ducks right here. They were our specialty in breeding. They're a heritage breed. So we will really be breeding them up this coming year. Got one little straggler over there. But yeah, so Oreo, stop fighting everybody. I know you decided that you were going to be the queen of the flock. With the surrounding trees, maybe a good idea to get some goats. They will enjoy the place. I really don't know how to, I don't mean to say this. I don't know how to take care of, and it's not that I don't want to learn. It's at this point in time, I don't have the real things for taking care of hoofed animals. And I don't see the reason to me getting one that I'm more specialized in bird. My knowledge goes into bird keeping. So, and also I try to get animals that are pretty easy to take care of. I think ducks and chickens are very easy to take care of. And also, I don't know if you can see this or not, but our grass is dead. So for about half of the year here, we don't have live grass. Because we are in North Carolina, and we don't have live grass for half of the year here in this part. So feeding a grazing animal would it would be a little bit too much for us right now. Eleazar, quit biting your babies. But snowy area. It ain't really snowy. It's more of like a muddy area. We have maybe about a week's of snow. Well, we have maybe about 3 weeks of snow out of the year, but it's very muddy. I don't know if you can see just the mud from the rainfall. And back across the fence there, it's muddy and slippery as well. So we're just in a muddy area. But yeah, one of the things I have been thinking about, there's a little pen over there, and I was thinking maybe, and this is a big maybe on the rabbits. Because rabbit drop pellets can be used for a good fertilizer. So we would be closing our expenses on it. And also I look for things that help close expenses too. Like we eat a lot of eggs here in my family. So we eat a lot of eggs. So it makes sense for us to have a bunch of egg layers. But so yeah, if anything, and I did think about getting a goose because even though geese are mostly grazing animals, they'd fit in very well with ducks from what I hear, if you raise them right. In that case, chicken and ducks are a good choice. Yeah, the ducks, I don't know if you can see this, they have mud puddles all the way through here. And there's a big mud puddle over there. They really love the mud puddles. That's the reason why I was also thinking maybe a goose. Maybe. And maybe, like, let's say maybe a rabbit or two for the pellets part. That's something that a lot of farmers don't even really talk about. Rabbit pellets are just such good fertilizer. I see these ducks here, they're just going crazy. I add corn to the feed, and they really go crazy for the little corn pieces. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Hey, Jesse. Elazar, why do you scare your children? Why are your children scared of you? Well, Elazar is the daddy of Jesse. And I don't know if you've noticed this. Anytime that Elazar walks up, Jesse runs away. Why is your children all scared of you? I got a good idea of why. I think it's because you pull out their feathers. But yes, we also have a duck couple that has come in, and they stick around with each other a lot. Oreo, quit trying to scare everybody. Oreo has become the self-proclaimed queen of all the ducks. And anybody who gets in her way, she pecks their feathers out. But they have their own little order to things here. Like I say, you can see Elazar eats along. Nobody comes near him while he eats. They avoid him. And here comes Jesse walking back over, wondering if he's going to get any hand-fed food. But no, Elazar is pushing him away. Jesse, come here. You see the handful of food? Yes. Yes, you are. You're such a good little duck. Hopefully you will turn out giving us plenty of offspring here to raise on the farm, and you will be a good little male breeder duck. I was wanting to breed him to Louise. Do you have any predators like fox? Our main predators are foxes here. So yeah, our main predators are foxes. We lost quite a bit to foxes early last month. So that's the reason why we started using this fencing right here. This is an old dog pen that we just repurposed into a duck lot. And we lost 3 ducks, 7 hens, 1 big rooster, and 2 bantam roosters to a fox. And that was over the course of a few weeks. But we have since fortified our pens to where they haven't got anything recently. But yes, our main predator is foxes. But and our second nuisance that we have here are possums. And I've had to kill some snakes before to save our eggs, because snakes will eat every single egg you got. And let's see, Q&A. Yeah, so we're just doing a Q&A thing, just a question and answers. So please join us. We are here and happy to see everybody. Our ducks are playing in their mud puddles. Foxes are very smart, very, very strong. They use trained dogs. We lost both of our dogs earlier this year, and we really don't have a dog set to come onto the farm. It does take a good bit to train one. Well, to train them not to go after birds. That's one of the main things when you have a farm that's bird related, because dogs, any dog that that can keep away a predator can also kill a duck or a chicken. So that's one of the things that we have to worry about when we deal with dogs. And I say these are ducks. There's Mary. She's about to go into the pool to take her evening bath. And that's just something that she does. Ooh, she's coming on here and bathing right now. Oh, yeah. And ducks also wag their tail. I'm going to see if I can do the frame like that where it'll catch him wagging it. You going to wag your tail, or you just going to let your mate stand there and get to swimming? Yeah, Mary's in the pool. Everybody else is in the mud puddles. So that's just the way it does. They do one at a time in the pool usually. Sometimes you get a second one get in there. But, oh, Oreos chase Tucker away. Duck drama. They really do that. See, Eleazar's wagging his tail and Mary's wagging her tail while in the pool. They do remind you of little... They do remind me of other animals. Hey, boys. And these are just, like I say, these are our ducks here, and we are... And they will be our breeders for next year. They will be our breeders for next year, and they will be... We should be able to repopulate our ducks. If you look back on my shorts from last year, I had so many ducks, and now there's so few of them. It's kind of saddening. But I also had to keep the ones that I was able to take care of at the time. And like I say, we've been here on raising ducks since 2021. Started when I was working and I ordered some ducks online from Cackle Hatchery, Akana ducks. And I got a call from the post office while I was at work that I needed to go and pick them up from the post office. And so I had to get off and rush to the post office to go pick up some ducks that were so thirsty because the postal workers were not allowed to give them any water. And that's how I started out with ducks. Their first duck pen that I ever got for them, it didn't last long. Their little claws, they have little claws on their feet, and they scratched through the wire that was on it. So that did not work. Let's see, somebody sent me a message. Okay. Yes, you're fussing at me, duck. You're standing there with your mate in behind you asking me to put out more food. Yes, that's exactly what you wanted. I can nearly tell what they're trying to tell me on here. They have their own little quacks that mean different little things. And sometimes I can hear the difference in the pitches. And I say, Oreo's back in the pool now. Hi there. Hey there. We are live. Oreo's in the pool. Ducks flapping their wings. Ducks are eating and quacking. And it is a duck evening. I'm about to throw them another thing of food, and they're looking at me, wonder where it's going to go at. Hello there. Hey, like I say, the ducks are eating and quacking. They're a little bit noisier eaters. The Akana ducks are very noisy eaters. I don't know if you can tell, the Muscovy ducks are very quiet when they eat. These Akanas quack and everything. But they do very well here. Hello there. And you're just cuddling up like you're wanting to go. You can't go to sleep near a mud puddle. There you are. And their eyes reflect light. Hi, son. Hello. I try to also read the chat, so anybody puts anything in the chat, I will try to read it and answer any questions that you have. But we started in 2020. We started with Buff Orpington chickens, and we got our first ducks in 2021. But yeah, so we have been here. We have been around for a few years. Only recent. Well, I tried starting YouTube last year, but then I got some sick. Do you have a place to keep them where they lay eggs? The ducks, I'll tell you this, the ducks lay eggs out on the yard. So they'll go out when they start laying. They will actually lay their eggs all the way anywhere in the yard. They will not. I've tried making nesters for ducks. These ducks do not do nesters for some reason. They will make their own. And I've just learned to accept that about them. They usually make it in a briar patch somewhere on the farm. But yeah, so keep them where they lay eggs. But they actually sleep in this pen here right now. But hey there, all the males are fussing at me. You see that choir of male ducks fussing at me? Ducks are going by their own rules. Yes, they go by their own rules. They live by their own rules. And you kind of have to accommodate that, because you can put up what you think is the best thing for them, and then they'll go out and they'll go find the most randomest places to lay. I found eggs in pools before. I have found eggs in leaves. I found them in a pile of sticks. I'm looking at you, Speckles. I know you like to lay your eggs in a pile of sticks. Speckles is our oldest duck. She actually came from through the post office. She's that female duck that I got in the center of the view right there. She came in the post office. She's the only one we have of those original ducks. But yeah, and you'll think that they have chosen a mate for life, and then you'll find out that they didn't. That they're with somebody entirely different than you think they are. And that's just the way they do. And you got to be ready for that. Like, I really wanted to breed Tucker right there with Angel, that nearly white duck. I wanted to breed those two together. Will they go together? No, they will not. Tucker would rather run off with Donald right here. But that's just the way she is. And Donald ain't at all faithful. See, he's following this other duck around right now. And quacking for her. Yes, I know you're quacking.
Hello, Moto.
Somebody is calling me and it says it's a spam caller. I don't answer spam callers. One of the chickens used to lay eggs on the neighbor's yard. He enjoyed eggs for over a month. Yes, they will. If they feel safe over there, they will surely go to a neighbor's yard and lay their eggs. And that's just it. They will lay wherever they feel safe. They will lay. I just disconnected for a little bit, but I'm back on. I don't know why sometimes that does that here. But we are back on, and I had one time where a neighbor's chicken 3 houses down flew over to come and eat. And it was coming and eating free food from us, and they weren't even feeding their chickens. That was pretty interesting. Trying to explain, hey, your hens are over here eating all of our food, but the ducks. And at one time I had a couple Indian runner ducks, but the guy sold me 2 male ducks. And I know that sometimes happens. But these are our, like I say, we're going to use these as our breeders for next year. And next year is approaching very fast. My goodness, we'll have the incubator room set up in 3 months. Ready to put eggs in there. Probably start putting eggs in there in late February. As soon as the frost passes. Of course, we won't put duck eggs in there that early. We'll do our first round with chicken eggs. But yeah, this is our older, like I say, Speckle. She's our oldest duck. And I hope she'll be able to breed because she has this spotted face that she passes on to her offspring. I think it's just beautiful. And it comes out in a different pattern in each one of them. So I really do hope that we're able to get at least some eggs off of her. But she's a bit tricky. You never know where she's going to lay at. Like I say, these two are together for now. They might not be together during the breeding season, but right now they're following each other around. And see, Tucker's coming over here with them. She's just decided who her mate's going to be. I'm really thinking about starting to try to raise chickens and ducks. Just need to manage some space. Yeah, you do have to have the places for them to sleep in, and also places for them to lay their the chickens, especially places to lay their eggs that's easier to get to. And the main expense really is, I don't know where exactly you're at, but the main expense for me here is feed. But of course, if you've seen in the earlier part of the video, I also feed my chickens table scraps. And when I say table scraps, I mean cooked hamburger meat that's left over. I mean cooked pasta. That's overcooked pasta, should I say. Overcooked tomatoes. Anything I feed to them chickens from my kitchen, I overcook it. But these birds eat well. And that means good eggs and healthy offspring when they come out. I also put my ducks on niacin. I add niacin tablets to their feed right before they start laying. And that helps with the the health of the offspring, having some B vitamins. Oh, I know those little monsters will keep. Yes, they will eat another chicken. They absolutely will. My chickens ate turkey meat. There's a live stream from last Thursday. You can go and watch. The chickens are actually eating turkey meat off of the bone, and they eat. They had that eaten within 24 hours. But that's one of the things when I was butchering roosters, I'd actually have to fight the other chickens away because they would start trying to eat it when I was trying to clean it. But these are our ducks. They're gathered around the pool right now, drinking their water. None of them's in the pool getting a bath. And that's the way ducks sit to keep warm. They tuck their neck in a little bit. But yeah, any food scraps that I bring out here for them at any time is going to be species appropriate, and it's going to be so overcooked that we wouldn't eat that. Yes, just so overcooked. That's the only way I feed them human food. Except for blueberries. If I got an extra thing of blueberries that's about to go bad, I'll throw the fresh berries just straight out to them. And they'll eat that up right away. I haven't done fresh berries in a while, which I might do. I might do next time around. On next time I'm feeding them special, it might be a berry mixture. But yeah, these are our ducks that we're going to be breeding from. This is Speckles. Of course, she parades around a little bit. Oh, male ducks are hollering. That raspier quack is the males doing their attention alert. Oh, I know there's a little more. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so something just spooked the ducks out for a little bit there. That off put by things. Speckles, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Let's see. We are approaching, it's just about 6 p.m. where we're at. And like I say, it's already dark out. I can already look up and see stars outside, some of them. I know the sky looks a little bit light here. A beautiful night. And the ducks are loving their area. They They let you know if they're not happy, but she's very happy. What she's worried about, she sees this piece of corn over here, but I'm sitting too close to it. That's what's wrong with her. I figured that out. I'm a bit too close to this piece of corn that she's wanting. Let's see, I got a little bit more corn in here, girl. And I'll just throw it over there to you. Speckles, you're gonna go to it? It's midnight here. Okay. But yeah, here it's 6 p.m. Well, just about. Yeah, our ducks are eating peacefully. And we come live at least a few times a week here. I know recently I haven't been getting as many views, but still we're here. But we've also been doing our live streaming more frequently lately. And I don't create artificial drama on this channel. If there's something that I do on here, it's just because the chickens or the ducks actually did something. Oh, that's a little bit of camera glare. But yeah, like right now, our ducks and chickens are just our chickens are already asleep, but our ducks will stay up for another hour going around. They'll stay up quacking and heading around because they have this light here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a light right there that we keep out here. And that does keep them awake for a little longer. But it also helps us determine whether there's a predator out here or not. So yeah, we're starting to get chilly. At least I'm starting to get chilly. I have to say goodnight to you, miss. Have to be up at 5 or just subscribed. I'll try and be live whenever possible. Well, thank you a lot. And I'll see you again. Like I say, we come live several times a week. I'm at least live on Sundays at this time. So, and this, okay. Say we are live right now, and it's just a very, very quiet night. Nothing really interested happening except for me feeding my chickens hamburger meat and pasta and corn. Have a good night, miss, for all you and your lovely animals. Well, thank you a lot. And you have yourself a good rest. Okay. All right. Since nobody's on here right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. I'm not seeing anybody on right now. So we're going to